I'm going to show you a very interesting, significant table about the Israeli Islamic government. This is the government of Israel, as we know. And those the Arabs parties who save the government of Bennett and Lapid. So let us see the table. Very, very interesting, significant table. It is in Hebrew, but I will try to explain to you every sentence. So here you have in green, once in the Torah, Memshal Israeli government, and Be'achrit Hayamim, in the end of days, where we are now. So, interesting. But what we have here, down you can see Islamic, because you have in the government of Israel Islamic parties, which is Ram, Balad, definitely are doing everything that Bennett will carry on because he will give them what they want, millions of money. So let us see what appears also in this table and really tells us about the situation. So Israeli government, which is Arab, by the way, if you followed my YouTube many times, this was Zohar says that before the coming of the Messiah, of son of Jesse, that you have here in green, son of Jesse, you will have a government in Israel, rulership, which will have leaders who are against the Torah, Arab. As we see today, you have Lapid, Lieberman, who are against the Sabbath, against Jewish laws, I mean, Toradic laws, yeah. Sabbath is the basis of the religion of Israel, Judaism, so they are desecrating it and so on. Definitely, this calls the Arab. This is the kind of leaders we have before the time of the Messiah, before son of Jesse, who appears as son of Jesse, Ben Ishai. And this is where we are now, yeah, government, heresy government against the Torah, with Lapid and Bennett. Here you have Bennett. Amazingly, you have Bennett within letters Arabs, Arabim. This is the situation because Bennett decides according to what the Arabs want, because if he will not do what the Arabs want, so there is no government. So you have your Bennett in green and in Arabs. What more we have? This is a party of Abbas Mansour, that he really decides what the government should do. And then what we have the real situation, and this is a great danger for Iran. You see, you have Iran here, yellow, Iran in yellow, and they are the Islamic who clearly say that they want to eradicate Israel. And this is what comes here, the Islamic religion, what they believe is להשמיד אתכם, to exterminate you, to destroy you, to finish you off from this world. להשמיד אתכם, unbelievable. This is what Islamic says. They want to rule the whole world. As you see clearly, they say they want the Islam to dominate the whole world. This is what they want. They want also to rule definitely Israel, and this was our planning, the Ram and these Islamic parties in the government. So, what more we have? So definitely the situation is that the terror, here is the word terror in, is becoming strong more and more, because the Arabs feel more secure because of these Arab parties. Yeah, they know that the Israel government will be worried not to cause them to change their mind and to leave the government. So terror comes here, the end of days, and who are those who are very much involved? The Hamas. So Hamas parallel to Amanai, here is Amanai of today, like the Haman in the past want to wipe out Israel, yeah, Jews, the same thing today, Hamas. This is why they are making the bomb, atom bomb. This is why there are hundreds of thousands of rockets and missiles around Israel to destroy it, wipe it out. Unbelievable. So, this is what you have here. So, what we are doing, the Rambam says, what we should do, tshuva, repentance, teshuvah, to return to the Torah, to keep the Torah, the Jews, the commandments, they have to keep in this Gentiles, the 7 laws of Noah, especially those who don't keep abortion and homosexuality, which brought the flood, destruction to the world. So, this is the situation, unfortunately, yeah, when you have such a strange government in Israel with real enemies. The Islam want to wipe them out, to destroy them, to eliminate them from the world, to eradicate them, to say, yeah. And unfortunately, only these are doing because this is a way that Lapid, and Bennett can be to have government, because only the support of the Arabs helps them fighting. Those Arabs that want to eradicate or eliminate Israel. What more we have in this table, you have the evil force. It is the Lilith, the evil force to do with lust, to do with the Arabs. And this is really evil force that we are praying 3 times a day, asking God, remove it from us. So, as I said, very, very interesting table, very significant. That's why we have once in the Torah, Mimashal Israeli, and it's based on Erev Rav, people who talk about Anashatayim, sinner people, yeah, their culture. Sinning against the Torah, and this is what we have. You can see this government against Shabbos, against the Torah, against Orthodox. So, very interesting, significant, and relevant table to our time and to tell us how dangerous the situation is now, that you are really working with the Islamic people and religion which really they say that Israel have to be eradicated. Yeah. Why? Because they serve the Messiah. Because they have to rule the whole world. And Israel disturbs them. So interesting and significant table for our time and telling us the situation today, the end of days. Right. So this is the Torah, the blueprint of the Torah. This is the Torah tells us. You want to get rid from your enemies? There is one way. Teshuvah, return to the Torah, keep the Shabbos, purity of life, man and woman, and only then you will have peace and quiet. The Son of Jesse will come, bring peace and quiet, tranquility, happiness and joy to the whole world.